Hello, happy Monday to you. I have my list of requests here. Forgive me, I'm still working on the Taurus love readings. Um, I'm slow, but you know what? That's okay. The price is right. All right, you guys. Another Taurus. Here we go. I hope you're doing well on this Monday. I hope. Hope you're doing very well and have a great week. Taurus reading. Let's see what your person would like to tell you. I wish that we had found each other earlier. Well, interesting, but you find each other when you're supposed to, right? Divine timing. Let's do some clarification with another oracle. What do you think? Another shuffle. Okay. I wish that we had found each other earlier. So many things remind me of you. This person's in reminiscent, remembering they've got you confused with another energy. This person is holding your energy, and you're supposed to be sitting in for someone he's missing. I'm sorry, it's a male energy I'm feeling. Let's see. I remember every detail of that day. Okay. Let's go into this a little further. So far, it's not malevolent. It's this person just is a little confused. I have a great sadness that only you can feel, or it could say feel. They really are trying to, if we say it nicely, utilize, if we are honest, use your energy to stand in for something that they lost. You speak to me through music. It's time for me to heal now. Okay. Well, Taurus, your person has a habit of when something is going on that they don't like, they ignore it. But they ignore it to the point of denying it happened. If you feel that the connection between you and this person is at times superficial, it's your instinct kicking in. I don't want this. This reading won't be for everyone, so don't come at me in the comments. This person I am reading for is highly intuitive, and you know for a fact that the person that you're thinking of is not with you 100%. And you thought maybe there's a third party thing going on. Well, there is, but that third party is no longer here. The third party is no longer here. So I mentioned earlier that your person, when they are upset and stressing out, their habit is to deny that it's happening. And the same thing happened during their grief. They denied, they won't look at it. They won't look at it. And it's easier for them to just instead of regrouping, they're trying to replace. I'm sorry. You make me happy. Well, I'm becoming a better person. And I want to tell you how I feel. This person's in deep grief. Too bad they don't know it. They skipped over the part. They skipped over the inconvenient parts of grief where you have to go through it. So they just closed the door to the grief, and now they're just like, well, someone else come in here and kind of keep me company. And again, when you're feeling like my person is not 100% there with me, you're right, but it's the third party energy is not what you were thinking of. But it's still third party energy, isn't it? Good gravy. I'm becoming a better person. I'm not getting the impression that this person's even approaching that box of grief that they put away. I think what they did was when they took that box of grief and made it real pretty, they put a bunch of bows and covered it with a nice tablecloth and called it furniture. I no, no. It's they're not a bad person. It's just some people take their challenges and compartmentalize. They call it compartmentalizing things, where you can just take it, put it in something, and put it away, and then you don't have to deal with it. I want to tell you how I feel. Well, you should begin by telling yourself how you feel. I don't mean to be. I'm not angry with this person. It's just they're 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 trying to come across as someone who is a good, they want desperately to be a good person. You're a good person. Don't you're not a bad person. It's not that. It's just instead of dealing with your box of caca, you are using people to entertain you and keep you too busy so that you don't have to think. And Taurus, you can reverse these energies. Please do if it's appropriate. This is a difficult reading because I'm trying to tweak out emotions from someone who has wrapped their emotions away. Again, this person's not a bad person. And it's not that they're dishonest. It's just that they desperately want to present as a person, as an entity that is dealing with everything. And they don't have any problems. And if you bring up an issue, it's like, why do you have so many problems? So it's genius, really, how they turn things upside down. But that box that box of grief that they disguise so brilliantly and so well does It does haunt them in a bit, in the most inconvenient times. Okay, here's a clue. If your person becomes emotionally absent during their birthday or major holidays, it's just a clue. Okay. Oh, Lord, and there they come. Again, this person's not a bad person. They just have issues. When they do approach, they run in like their hair's on fire, scream a bunch of things, and run out. Their message is very disjointed. They don't have a clear cut message to tell you. They are constantly walking away. This is not a one time thing. Even look at the moon. The moon is like, oh, here we go again. So it's not like one situation they walk away from. I think they've walked away 8 times. Justice. They feel picked on by the universe. And the universe, of course, doesn't do that. The universe adores all of its creations. But, oh, that's my dog snoring. You okay, Timmy? I'll take you for a walk later. In their mind's eye, they need to speak to justice and say, hey, why me, why me? And justice wants to say, why not you? It's part of being alive. It's part of growth. That's why they call it growing pains. Oh. But here's the Empress in the middle of the reading. I'd like to be very romantic and say this Empress is you. But if I'm connecting well with this person of Taurus's, or Taurus, depends on how you find the energies, this Empress is reality. This Empress is reality. She's in the bright sunlight. She's looking at a living thing, a creature that came to them. And life will always seek out the truth. She's surrounded by pentacles, which is a material aspect of life. But truth is very ethereal. So important to our life that truth can become manifest in the way that we look at life, in the way that we appear to other people. Let's go on. Waiting for their ship to come in, two of wands holding the world in their hands. You know, you can get very tired waiting. The Fool. Do they want to take a chance? Do they want to take a chance? Because we're in the line of devil justice, I'm thinking that, do you see how the Fool is nearly walking off the cliff? My interpretation of this reading, in this card specifically, in this line, and in the back row, is that this is them not looking at where they're stepping. If I had the Hermit card pulled out, I could show you, not in this Rider Waite, but in some tarot cards, the Hermit is nearly stepping on a snake because they're not looking where they're going. They're just looking for the truth in a very compulsed way. I mean, you can get distracted. A person can get distracted thinking that they need to hunt for something that is really not far away. Temperance, been tempered. They've known different sides of life. However, they have gotten very good. They have tempered themselves into compartmentalizing their emotions. Whereas Okay, I use myself as an example, which you should never do as a tarot reader, but that's how I roll. If I'm feeling strong, if I'm feeling emotion, if I'm feeling a lot of emotion, it's usually because there's more than one that I'm sensing. So what I do is I go into deep meditation, and I usually end up doing a cathartic. Um, I burn some sage, or I do something as an action. So in that way, I've taken something that's way up here and made it into a material thing that I can um, burn or control at my level. So I've tempered my emotions into something that is mutable, something that is tangible. This person believes that they have, and that's almost the most difficult thing, is they truly have convinced themselves that it's everyone else that is the problem, and they're the victim. They're the victim in this scenario. The star, all things wished, blessings coming from the beginnings of a manifestation. I have hope for this person, because if I didn't have hope for this person, the antithesis of that would be to live your life in an illusory manner, meaning it's all just a dream. At the bottom of the deck, let's take a look, is the burden of this situation. To sum this up, to make a short story long, this person has taken great pains to compartmentalize, to diminish, and to try to control their emotions. It hasn't worked out. What has happened, though, is during relationships where they trust, they try to put you in that form, in that entity or being that they feel they are missing. What they're missing is their feelings. So pain is not being able to feel emotions. It's it's sensing that there's something missing and not being able to say why, what is this, what is going on, the unknown. So even if you have physical pain at some point, if you know what it is, it's not as terrifying. You can put a name to it. I'm hoping that this person is beginning to put their burdens down, and I hope also that they are not utilizing other people around them, especially kind-hearted people, Taurus, who are very happy to play along with someone's illusion. Um, just as long as everyone's copacetic and no one's getting hurt, what's the harm? Well, the harm is that this person never gets a chance to really grow because they haven't faced their box of grief yet. Okay, well, sorry for this being a little bit deep for a Monday morning or a Monday afternoon, but there you go. I'll talk to you later.